inshallah we're gonna take a new unit 4. We're gonna take a new lesson. It's called the Grand Palace. Before we start explaining the lesson, let's go to the text type. It's called a guidebook. So the text type of the lesson is guidebook, and guidebook is like a book that gives you information about a place where tourists or visitors they like to visit. زي it's like a booklet، زي كأنه كتيب صغير، دليل سياحي، بعطيك دليل سياحي لأماكن الزوار بيحبوا يزوروها. So this lesson is it's a place in Bangkok in Thailand. And before we explain the lesson, let's go through the new words of the lesson, the new meanings. The first meaning is continent. It's a noun. Major land areas in the world اللي هي القارة. Destination, noun, the place where someone or something is being sent to اللي هي الوجهة. Majestically, it's an adverb which means with impressive beauty or scale اللي هو بشكل مبهر. Complex, noun, a group of similar buildings. And court, noun, a place where judges solve civil and cases اللي هو قاعة المحكمة. وهون complex معناها مجمع سكني. And residence, noun, means a place where someone lives اللي هي مكان السكن. Administration, noun, إدارة, means management. And permanent, adjective, means lasting, continuous يعني دائم. Occasion, noun, a special event, مناسبة. Ceremony, it's a noun, means religious or public occasion هو مناسبة دينية أو عامة. Uniquely, adverb, in an unusual way في طريقة فريدة أو بشكل فريد. Culture, noun, traditions and customs اللي هي العادات والتقاليد اللي هي الثقافة. Literature, noun, written works اللي هي الأعمال الأدبية أو الأدب. Okay, here 14. Architecture, it's a noun, the art of designing buildings اللي هي فن العمارة. Lavishly, adverb, in a luxurious or rich way اللي هو بشكل فاخر. Mural, an oil painting, لوحة زيتية. Adorn, it's a verb, معناها decorate, يزين. Mural here is noun. Facades, واجهة مبنى, it's a noun, the face of building. And terrace, it's a noun, means balcony. And we have gallery, it's a noun, a building for displaying or showing works of art هو صالة العرض الأشياء الفنية. Admit, it's a verb, allow you to enter a place, يسمح بدخول مكان معين. And mansion, it's a noun, a large impressive house, بيت كبير جدا أو زي القصر الصغير. Okay, now let's go and explain each paragraph. So this lesson, it's about a place in Bangkok. Bangkok, it's a city in Thailand. It's a country. So this place in Bangkok is called the Grand Palace. And palace means قصر, and grand means very big اللي هو القصر الكبير. The first paragraph is like an introduction to this place, مقدمة لهذا المكان. Visitors from all around the world are truly amazed by the beauty and magnificence of the richly decorated buildings of the Grand Palace. Stunning, dazzling like a dream, it's a must. Comments like these appear repeatedly in online reviews written by visitors from every continent. The palace is one of the sights in Bangkok that every tourist should see. If you only have a little time in the city, make it your first destination. So, again, visitors from all around the world are truly amazed by the beauty and magnificence of richly decorated buildings of the Grand Palace. This sentence says that the people who come and visit this place, the Grand Palace, the visitors or tourists from the world, are truly surprised and amazed by the beauty and magnificence. Magnificence here is the noun of magnificent اللي هي wonderment اللي هي الروعة of richly decorated buildings of Grand Palace. So people who visit this place, they are amazed from the decorated buildings اللي هي الأماكن أو المباني المزينة of the Grand Palace في القلعة الكبيرة أو القصر الكبير هو اسمه Grand Palace. Stunning, dazzling, like a dream, it's a must. Comments like these appear repeatedly in online reviews written by visitors from every continent. So the visitors from every continent, and continent here means a major land areas in the world اللي هي القارة. So visitors from different continents, the continents القارات المختلفة when they visit this place, they say that this place is stunning, dazzling, يعني wonderful, like a dream, and it's a must to visit this place. يعني مكان يجب انك تزوره. And these comments or sayings that are or reviews here means perspectives, وجهات النظر, that are written by the visitors who visit these places. It's repeatedly they keep repeating these comments. It's repetitive comments, يعني عبارة عن تعليقات متكررة عن هذا المكان إنه it's stunning, dazzling, and like dream زي الحلم, or it's a must. The palace is one of the sites in Bangkok that every tourist should see. So sites here like معلم سياحي, so it's a place that every tourist should see. أي سياحي أو أي سائح يجب أن يراه. If you only have a little time in the city, make it your first destination. So if you have a little time in this city, make this place your destination. And destination here means the place where someone or something is being sent to. هي الوجهة, direction. So if you have a little time, you have to go to this place and make it your first direction. اتجاهك أو الوجهة الأولى إلك. Okay, the second paragraph, it gives you information about the Grand Palace. يعني facts and information, حقائق. The Grand Palace stands majestically on the east bank of the Chao Phraya River. It's a complex of many buildings, and the whole site measures more than 2,400 square meter. It is surrounded by a protective wall which is 1,009 meter long. There are three parts of the palace complex: the outer court, the central court, and the inner court. So it says here that the Grand Palace stands majestically, and majestically here means with impressive beauty or scale, بشكل مبهر, on the east bank of the Chao Phraya River. So it locates on the east bank, on the east sides of the river, في الضفة الشرقية من النهر, bank on الضفة of the Chao Phraya River. So the river is called Chao Phraya. اسم النهر Chao Phraya. It's a complex of many buildings. So the Grand Palace is like a group of similar buildings. It consists of many buildings. يتكون من مجمع سكني, مجمع مباني يعني. And the whole site measures more than 2,400 square meter. So مساحة المكان كله عبارة عن 2,800 متر مربع. It is surrounded by protective wall. So there is a protective wall that surrounds the Grand Palace, زي حائط حماية, which is 1,900 meter long, طوله 1900 متر. There are three parts of the palace complex. Again, complex here means group of similar buildings, group of buildings, يعني مجموعة من المباني. So the Grand Palace consists of three palace complex, مجموعة مباني, اللي هي outer court. court like يعني a place for living in, يعني مكان للسكن, أو court معناه هون a place where judges solve civil and criminal cases. زي مكان بحيث انه يكون في القضاء قاعدين وبحلوا فيه مشاكل الناس المدنية والمشاكل فيها اجرام يعني. نسميها الكومبلكس. الثلاث مباني هم ايش هم الثلاث مباني؟ 3 buildings هم الاوتر كورت يعني المبنى الخارجي, the central court المبنى الوسطاني, and the inner court المبنى الداخلي. So here court is like building, مبنى. Now the history of this place, the history of the Grand Palace, تاريخ القصر الكبير in Bangkok. The Grand Palace was built by King Rama I in 1782. So the builder of the Grand Palace, the one who built the Grand Palace, is called King Rama I, and he built it in 1782. بناه في 1982 اسمه Rama I. At first it was a group of traditional wooden buildings which the king used for residence and his administration offices. So this place, back in history, it was at first like a group of a traditional means old wooden buildings that are made of wood, which the king used for his residence. And residence here means a place where someone lives, مكان السكن أو الإقامة, and his administration, and administration means management, الإدارة, offices اللي هي مكاتب إدارية كانت أو مكان للسكن. More buildings have been added gradually over centuries. So after that, over centuries, لقرون, people started to add more buildings, started to build more buildings. الناس بلشت تبني مباني أكتر. The Grand Palace is no longer the permanent home of the kings of Thailand, but many buildings are used for government offices or for important occasions and ceremonies. So it says here that the Grand Palace is no longer the permanent or the lasting or the continuous, يعني الدائم, home, منزل of the kings of Thailand. So the king of Thailand or the kings of Thailand, they don't live in this place as a residence كمكان سكن, but these buildings are used for government offices, لمكاتب حكومية, as يعني أماكن حكومية, or for important occasions. Occasions here means اللي هي special events, اللي هي المناسبات الخاصة, and ceremonies. Ceremonies here means like religious or public occasions or events, يعني مناسبات دينية أو عامة للناس, تستخدم مناسبات دينية أو عامة. The palace remains uniquely here means in unusual way, يعني بطريقة فريدة أو بشكل فريد, important to the people of Thailand. So this place, هو the Grand Palace, is important for people of Thailand. Okay, now let's talk about its architecture. Architecture means the art of designing buildings, اللي هو فن العمارة, فن البناء أو فن العمارة. Golden towers and colorful steep roofs rise impressively above the palace walls. So we have towers that are golden towers, عبارة عن عيدان أو towers اللي هي زي towers, يعني زي التاور, زي يعني إشي هيك زي العود الطويل. golden towers, أوكي, بتكون لونها ذهبي أو golden, and colorful steep roofs. towers هي زي الكولوم, زي العمدان, أوكي, and colorful steep roofs. steep means sharp, حاد. roofs اللي هي ceilings, اللي هي الأسطح, rise impressively above the palace walls, تطلع بشكل مثير, أوكي, above the palace walls, اللي هي فوق حيطان البالاس اللي هو القصر. Architectural style include Thai and other features from China, Cambodia and Europe. الستايل المعماري الخاص بهذا الجراند بالاس include ايش؟ شو يتضمن؟ التاي ستايل اللي هو الستايل اللي تبع تايلاند, التايلاندي, and features or other aspects from China. بيكون عندنا كمان ستايل من الصين, China, Cambodia and Europe. يعني الستايل البنائي المعماري فيها جاي من الصين, الكمبوديا والتاي كمان. تاي يعني هي اختصار كلمة تايلاند. King Rama the first encouraged the Thai culture and literature. King Rama encouraged architects to use the Thai culture and literature. شو يعني Thai culture؟ شو يعني culture؟ culture means traditions and customs, اللي هي العادات والتقاليد الخاصة في التاي, اوكي, اللي هي التايلانديين, اوكي, and literature اللي هو written works, stories اللي هي الأدب, التاي literature اللي هو الأعمال الأدبية اللي خاصة بتايلاند. So inside this palace, the Grand Palace, we have the Thai culture and literature, ثقافة التاي والأدب أو الكتابات الأدبية الخاصة في التاي. He told his architects يعني هم the people who study the architecture, الناس اللي بيدرسوا فن العمارة, هم فنانين العمارة يعني, to decorate his palace walls lavishly. lavishly means in a rich way, okay, يعني بطريقة فاخرة, with scenes, views, مناظر from the Thai story, the Ramekin, وفيه كمان مناظر, يعني رسموا مناظر from the Thai story, قصة التاي اللي هي يسموها الراميكن. في قصة اسمها للتاي اسمها الراميكن. These remarkable murals can be seen on some of the oldest buildings in the outer court of the palace. Also we have murals, remarkable murals. Murals here means oil paintings, oil paintings, هي اللوحات الزيتية that can be seen on some of the oldest buildings. ترى في أقدم المباني in the outer court of the palace، في المبنى الخارجي من البالاس اللي هو القصر. Here statues representing legendary creatures stand fiercely on guard at entrance and adorn facades, terraces and staircases. Statues like يعني اللي هي التماثيل representing legendary creatures. عبارة عن شو؟ legendary creatures. شو creatures like animals، مخلوقات. legendary يعني mythical، مخلوقات أسطورية. stand fiercely، واقفين بشكل غاضب in an angry way، angrily. on guard، to guard the entrances اللي هي المداخل. and adorn he means adorn، it's a verb، it means decorate the facades like the face of the buildings، حتى تزين الفيس of the buildings. terraces اللي هي terraces اللي هي البالكونيز اللي هي البلكونات. and staircase اللي هي الدروجة، الأدرج اللي جوا، الدرج اللي جوا المبنى. Okay, this is for today. Inshallah next time we're gonna continue the lesson. Thank you.